player will.
Welcome back, Visions fans. Ready Player Will here. Tomorrow we have the As Told by the Stars of Vision card being released. So this is an analysis to help you answer the question, should you pull? And we'll kick things off by looking at the card itself. And it is an attack-oriented card with 156 attack. It's for 4 different groups here with the Dagger, the Katana, the Spear, and the Staff Devout. The bestowed effects are fine. It's HP and crit rate, nothing crazy there. I don't think that's a strong selling point. But the party abilities here, the 60% attack, the 12 spirit, and the 15% agility are very noteworthy. And obviously, honorable mention, the dual effect of the Hollow Vision card is 15 crit damage, so that will apply to things like Arena, Free Match, Class Match, Quick Pick, all of those things in the dual section of the game. But going back to the agility percent here, this is obviously a statistic that we look for not only for main slot vision cards, which, you know, the best practice for your team is to have 2 agility cards at any given time, the one in the main slot and one in the sub slot. So this absolutely is a candidate for a main slot vision card, which means that 60% attack, you will get the full percentage of. So this is a very good card for physical damage units. And obviously Katana and Spear are chock load full of them. Maybe not so much with the Staff Devout, and honestly Dagger is not a consideration here for me in this analysis, where a lot of those units are rather old. Sure, if you're using Leela the Bold, you can think about this, but I wouldn't pull it just for the Dagger at all. But I do like overall that there are 4 classes here, and they do have some decent overlap already. Now, just real quickly, looking at what each of these classes has for agility options at the moment. Dagger only has 1 agility card, but again, Dagger's whatever, I'm okay with that. Katana does have 4 different agility percent vision cards, but there's one very noteworthy thing about the 4 of these is that they are all magic scaling vision cards. So sure, it's not the end of the world if you put one of these on a physical Katana unit. You're going to take a little bit of a hit on your attack stat, because these don't have a attack stat on them. So this is a noteworthy vision card in that for Katana, it's the first physical-oriented agility vision card for them. So while Katana does have other options, this is no doubt a step to make that group even stronger, given the fact that you will now have 60% attack for that class. Now, Spear and Staff Devout both have 2 vision cards, the Full Metal Alchemist card at this point being a limited card well over a year old. Not everyone might have access to this card, and so if you don't, and you love using Spear, this is definitely an excellent card to add to you, for the same reason that the other option is a magic scaling one. And as I just mentioned, you typically want access to 2 different agility percent vision cards. Now, at worst case scenario, Helen of the Black Rose, the Dark Element vision card, is still one of the best rainbow vision cards in the game for that 15% agility that you can really put that anywhere, main slot or sub slot. But this is certainly nice for both Spear and even Staff Devout, where when we consider where you would use this, obviously you're trying to find ways that you can have multiple of one class in a group, meaning you could have a team with 2 Katana units or 2 Spear units, or you can overlap these. And that's really where you want to look for the synergy between these classes. And that's where this bottom right little matrix is. This is kind of my estimation as to how strong these classes are together. And so to me, Spear and Katana is an excellent synergy to put together, and this vision card only looks to enhance that. And Spear and Staff Devout to me are also excellent groupings together, where they've always been good. This is only going to enhance them as well. For Katana in particular here too, I do think Katana and Staff Devout have a really good synergy here as well. There's a lot of things going in their favor on the borderline of even being excellent. And that's where I want to pause for a second. This is a chart that I have to kind of help me make this decision. This is what we're looking at. All the vision cards from the oldest at the top to the most recently released in JP at the bottom. And we're looking at Katana and all the different synergies that they have. And so for me, Katana with Spear here in the second column has a load of recent vision cards that they've released together with a lot of really popular attributes for agility percent, for physical AoE wide resistance, for unit resistance, AoE resistance. They have a lot of overlap currently. And for Katana, the same can be true for Staff Devout, where there are a slew of recent vision cards released for them. And the same can be said here for the Spear group. If I pull it up, there we go. Spear with Katana. Again, we just talked about that a second ago, but Spear with Staff Devout has a slew of overlap of recent cards too. So these 3 classes definitely have opportunities to play together, and there's certainly a lot of really competitive units in all of those classes. So I do think this is a great vision card for them. And for me, the special considerations, obviously in terms of like what do you have to save for? What is the outlook for spending? The near term future, we are expecting Lilith. She's a 70 cost light unit as the warrior class, and the vision card that comes with her either that week or the week after. It's slash attack, magic AoE wide res, and slash resistance. Now, I'll be honest, I think both of these are easy skips for most people. So if you pull this new vision card, you will have 2 to 3 weeks to kind of rest and recover on your Visior spend, because imminently after that, the Trials of Mana collaboration starts in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So you do have a little bit of reprieve to replenish your Visior stock. That being said, if you're already pretty low at the moment and you intend on going hard on the Trials of Mana collaboration, where they have 3 vision cards coming out, 3 units, the very popular Sadly unit and his vision cards coming out too, and you're really low right now, you could likely be okay passing on this for right now. And I'm skipping ahead here, but this is a permanent pool vision card. So if you miss out now, there are opportunities to get it later just as a random drop when you're pulling, or if they ever decide to do select vision cards as well, which does come around rather infrequently, but it's not the end of the world if you decide not to go this route. But for me, the biggest distinction here is A, are you using Katana a lot right now? Because this is objectively a great upgrade to the Katana class for the 60% attack. Or are you using Spear heavily with Ramada? If you love that unit and you pulled her and you want to use more of her and you're using her with other Spear units like Young Eld or Fang or whatever that may be, this obviously is an excellent vision card as well. And if that's the bed you want to lie in and that's the team you want to use, this is definitely an upgrade for that team. I would recommend pulling it. But overall, this card is a 2 thumbs up for those classes, the Spear, the Katana, the Staff Devout. It's really just a question on where you are right now with Visior, what your plan is in the future, and what do you already have for existing vision cards with them. I'm listing these on the screen, but if you're missing some of these already, this is definitely an excellent addition to fill in, considering you may not already have an agility percent vision card for them. But that's my thoughts for now. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you all later.